That says engine failure and fuel level sensor. Okay, well, ECU error. Oh, and bonus, comes with a free can of Dr. Pepper. Just arrived here at AIS Equipment in Lansing, Michigan. We're picking up a Volvo L180G wheel loader this morning. The only problem I foresee with this one, so this is a big wheel loader. It's like 63,000 pounds, I think. So the only problem I foresee is getting the weight right. I mean, we'll get it either way, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it with the bucket towards the back of the trailer. I may have to turn it around and put the bucket up on the neck with some blocking under it just to get the weight onto the Tridem, because Michigan only gives you 40,000 on a tandem. Ohio and Pennsylvania would be absolutely fine, but Michigan is very limiting on your tandem weight. So picking this up this morning, and then we're going to try to get, I think it's 620 miles back to the house tonight, because it's Friday and I'd like to be home for the weekend. So let's go get it done and see what happens getting home today. All right, guys. So that is our loader sitting right there. I gotta get the trailer broken down. I feel like I have to try putting the bucket to the back first. So everything I found online says it's like 63,000, but on the BOL that they sent us, they have it listed at 59,000. And there is a chance at 59,000 that our tandems will still be under 40 if we load it that way. So we're gonna try that first. This is our beast right here. It's a Volvo L180G. It's a pretty good size wheel loader. Big old bucket on it. Big bucket. So, let's see if she'll start. And we will get it loaded up. Fuel gauge doesn't work. Well, we won't be using that much fuel, I don't think. Engine failure. Fuel level sensor. Okay. Well, it did not sound too good, that first crank. Maybe this one will be a little better. That says engine failure and fuel level sensor. Okay, well, ECU error. I don't know if this one's gonna do it. Yeah, so this thing's not doing anything now. It may have low voltage, honestly. Wonder if they have a jump pack. Well, I guess I'll go try to find somebody, and hopefully we can get this thing started, and then we can get it onto the trailer. Alright, so I'm hoping it's just low batteries. That's what I'm hoping. So we will see. He's gonna go grab a jump pack, I guess, and come back over, and we'll see if we can get this thing going. So it was nice of him to come right over and help me out. So hopefully we can get her started. This is a big beast. Oh, and bonus, comes with a free can of Dr. Pepper. Alright, so we got her to turn over, and it was trying to fire, but it acted like it was out of fuel. So, can't really see anything other than the nasty, rusty fuel filler. But the guy that brought the jump pack over is going to get 10 gallons of fuel to put in it. So hopefully that will get her going. And then I'll probably just leave it running while I load it and chain it. And it does have a battery disconnect, so I'll flip that off before we leave. Alright guys, we got her running.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
The guy from the shop here is very nice. He came over, he got it jumped, and then he brought some fuel over to load up as well, which was very nice of him. So we are running. We gotta take it over and get it on the trailer. Hopefully the weight will be okay this way. So I thought it was funny. There's like a full can of glass cleaner in here, and it looks like the windows haven't been cleaned in about 20 years. So I just thought that was funny. So let's see if we can get this thing loaded up. That guy parked right beside my trailer. Interesting. Because it is hard to see. Gosh. Alright, let's go see how straight we are, and then I'm going to set you guys off to the side so you can see me loading this. crap, did you guys see that? That was first shot getting it up on there. And it's just about perfect. So I hope somebody was recording that. So we got her on here. I'm gonna go build up some air pressure and we'll see where our weight is. Hopefully I won't have to take this thing back off and load it again. Especially because I think backing it on will be a lot harder. But judging by the hydraulic pressure when I was raising the deck of the trailer up, I think we're probably gonna be all right here. So let's put some air to it and find out where we are. Alright, so if you guys can see that, we're at 65. I saw it flickering up to 66, so we'll call that 66. And let's go check our trailer. See where that's at. We are at 75. So now I'll give Jen a call and we'll see what those numbers mean. Somebody explain to me why that guy had to load his wheel loader like 2 feet away from my trailer. He pulled in, I was already broken down, and then that's where he decided to break down, right beside my trailer. I have no idea. Bucket. I'm going to put a chain hook here and we'll run it up and over, and then we'll put a binder on this side to tighten it down. Sound good? So that should about do it.
so we've got 6 half-inch chains holding it down. So that's good for 33,000 pounds of securement. And then I've also got a half-inch chain over the bucket for a direct tie down. So that's 44,000 pounds on a 60,000 pound wheel loader. Plenty of securement. Now we got to get our banners and flags up, and then we will be ready to roll. All right guys, we got this thing loaded up, chained down, so it is ready to roll. As you can see, that is a big wheel loader. That's the biggest one I've hauled. So that bucket is 11 feet 2 inches wide. We are right at like 13 feet 5 inches high. And I think probably about 110,000 pounds. It might not be quite that much. But yeah, so there you guys go. It's a Volvo L180G. Hey guys, so we made it as far as we could tonight. Stopped at a Super 8 in Clearfield, Pennsylvania. I was hoping we could make it all the way home, but we hit some traffic coming out of Michigan, really slowed us down, and then the Oversize route coming across Ohio, also pretty slow. So sucks that a Friday night I got to spend out on the road, but we have about 150 miles left to go. The problem with something this wide, this is over 11 feet wide, is that you are restricted to sunset in Pennsylvania. So I'm not allowed to run after the sun goes down, and it is about 10 after 7 right now. Sunset's about 8:15. So we found the hotel, you know, as far east as we could go on 80. So I will stay here the night and then get up in the morning and finish up going home. but I still should make it home, you know, pretty early on a Saturday, so not too bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get checked in, and then we will get up in the morning and get the last little bit done and get home for the weekend. Hey guys, it's about 9:30 on Saturday. Finally made it home for the week, so I'm gonna go home and relax. We're gonna be at it again Monday morning. We have to get this big old wheel loader over to Harrisburg, so I'll probably try to get over there. Because it's oversized, there's a curfew between 7 and 9, so we're probably gonna get up early and try to get this over there before 7, so we can get unloaded pretty early. We actually got another load out of the port of Baltimore. So I've been pretty busy this week, a lot of miles. It's actually a good sign because it means freight might actually be starting to pick up a little bit. We didn't have a problem booking any loads this week. We're actually booked out like 3 days in advance, which hasn't happened in a long time. So I think that's all a good sign. And also our rates for these loads were up this week. So maybe the economy is starting to bounce back, and the trucking market might actually start rebounding here. That would be good. So I'm not trying to get my hopes up too high, but there are some good signs that things might be starting to get back towards normal a little bit. Anyway, I will see you guys Monday morning when we head over to Harrisburg to get this Volvo L180 delivered. Hey everyone, so it is Monday morning, weekend is over. A little cooler this morning, it's actually down like 59 degrees. It's gonna get up to like 87 today, so it's still gonna be pretty hot. But weekend is over, time to get back to work, so let's hit it. All right, guys, we made it over here to Harrisburg. First things first, I think I'm gonna see if I can get this thing to start. If you remember, this thing was really hard starting. I think a lot of that had to do with the fuel situation because it didn't have any fuel in it. But I am going to turn on this battery disconnect, get the exhaust cover off, and hopefully this thing will start up this morning. And then we'll leave it run while we get it unloaded. All right, let's see what she's gonna do. Well, we've got power. Hey, we got something. We'll try that again. It does still say engine failure, so that's probably not a good sign, but they can deal with that, right? All right, second try. Not quite. It's all right, we're getting there. I'm just happy the batteries are up enough that it's actually trying. Definitely I think it has low compression. It probably needs rebuilt, so the cylinders don't have enough pressure to get keep it running when it's cold. But after you get this going a few times, it should get warm enough that'll actually stay running. Got her going. Had to apply a little throttle there, keep it running so it'll stay running on its own, but it's running, it's not smoking. So I don't know what the problem is with this. Alright, so we got her going. Now, gotta get it unchained and off the trailer. So that's the next step. Alright guys, we got that thing off of the trailer. Now I just got to get the trailer hooked back up and all my stuff put away, and then we'll wait for somebody to show up. The reason I'm so early, Harrisburg has a curfew for oversized loads. Actually, Pennsylvania, they have a form called the M938, and that kind of outlines the borders of urban areas in the state, and all the urban areas have a curfew between 7:30 and 9 for rush hour traffic. So I wanted to get over here before 7:30, but they actually don't show up here to work until 8 o'clock. So we'll get everything put away, and then we'll probably have a few minutes to wait until they show up so we can get our paperwork signed, and then we can head out again. All right guys, we have successfully delivered this big old Volvo L180G. I got my paperwork signed, so we are good to go here in Harrisburg, PA. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, give it a like, and I will see you guys in the next video.